Several years ago, before I got into the towing world, my wife and me were trying to put our life into some type of pattern or existence. We were heading nowhere. We didn't like what we were. And we saw a commercial or an advertisement for Tony Robbins. I don't know if anybody here knows who Tony Robbins is. He's a motivational speaker, and he gets large groups of people and he puts them together. I actually went to one of his seminars, and when you get there, you kind of act goofy and act like a nut, but he had, the day I went, he had probably 400 people standing on a chair screaming at the top of their voice. And then you had to hug the person next to you, and you had no idea who that person was. But the point I want to make is he got every one of us to do it. And of course, we were very motivated because that's what he was there for, and that's what we were there for. So we bought his tapes and we followed him. And it was kind of interesting, and we'll never forget this, and I just loved the whole program because we made a dream list, which is what he talks about and what I'll talk about in a future film. And we took that dream list, and then from that, you have to make a list of 3 things for each dream list item that you have. For an example, if I wanted to pay off my house, that would be an item. If I wanted to buy a new car, that would be an item. If I wanted to make enough money, that would be an item. And then you add 3 things under there to make that thing happen. If I wanted to pay off my house, what 3 things would I have to do? Well, I'd have to make more money. I might have to get a second job. I might have to get my wife to work. I might have to pay off some bills to cut my expenses or change my budget. And then you take those 3 things and then you add 3 things for each of those 3 things to make it happen. And we actually put this on paper, and we ended up with a big giant pyramid. We had an item and then 3 things and 3 things and 9 things and the next thing you know, 27 things. And then eventually when you run out of things to put down, you start doing the things that you wrote down. And you start backwards and work up, and sure enough, by the time we got to the top, one of our dreams came true. And it was, a house was one of them. And that changed our whole lives. From that point on, it wasn't so much being motivated, but the fact is, I learned how to accomplish what I wanted to do. And motivation does play a role in it, because when you get out of bed every day, you want to feel motivated to go and do things. But like I said, more importantly, his whole program taught me, how do I accomplish the goal that I set out for myself? And you can apply this to everything you're doing in your business today. And in the future, we're going to start doing that. So keep that in mind and stay motivated.